Hello, and welcome to this series on office psychology. This is designed for smart people who unfortunately have messy work. Today we're going to do something slightly differently. This isn't going to be about formulas, features, and learning new tools today. This is about understanding why office work get messy in the first place, because most of the time it's not a lack of skill. It's the way our brains respond to pressure, decisions and uncertainty. And once you understand that, everything starts to make a lot more sense. Today, we're going to look at the psychology of working in an office, more of the why and less of the how. I feel bad for saying it out loud, but honestly, 9 times out of 10, the tool is not the problem. We often assume that being better at work means learning more tools, more techniques, more systems. But a lot of the time, the issue isn't knowledge, it's our behaviour. It's how we respond when we're busy, when we're overwhelmed, and when we're unsure of what to do next. Our brains are wired to look for the easiest, quickest option most of the time. And those most choices, repeated over time, are what creates messy files, full inboxes, and overcomplicated work. And so this session is about stepping back and understanding those patterns, understanding our deep-rooted why. Because once you can see those behaviours and recognise the feelings, you can start to change them. Today, we're going to have a look at one final thing, and this is potentially the most important, and it's urgency. This is one of the biggest traps I find in day-to-day work, and it's something I personally have to work really, really hard at. We often feel productive means we're busy, answering messages, responding quickly, ticking off small tasks. I love a tick list. We feel like that because urgent tasks trigger a dopamine response. They give us a quick sense of reward, a pat on the back, and completion. But that doesn't actually mean it's meaningful. It just means that we're busy, and I hate to say it, but sometimes we are just being busy fools. This situation also creates what's known as urgency bias. We prioritise what feels immediate over what actually matters in the long term. So we spend our time reacting rather than progressing, putting out fires, sometimes other people's fires, action in work for he who speaks loudest. It's not actually the main priority here. The shift here is to slow the process down slightly. When you look at a task, ask whether it's moving something forward or just keeping things ticking over. Separate urgent from important, and where you can, create protected time for focus work. Because real progress usually comes from the things that don't actually feel urgent. Focus time has been a game changer for me. My phone is on mute. My coffee cup is full. I've even had a wee beforehand. And by hook or by crook, the most important task is being tackled without distraction. I hope you've found today's session helpful. If you take one thing, let it be this. Most of the challenges we face at work aren't technical, they're behavioural. They come from how we respond to pressure, decisions and uncertainty. And the good news is, behaviour can be changed. Not all at once and not perfectly, but through small, consistent shifts. And those shifts are what make work feel clearer, calmer and more manageable. You can absolutely do this. Just take the first step. Thanks very much for joining me and have a great day.